What is up, guys? Welcome back to Wrestling Crossroads. As always, I am one half Dynamic Duo Twisted alongside Brother Pyro.
What's up, y'all?
And we are covering NXT Deadline. This is NXT's last of the year.
Yes.
I am very excited to see how big of a bang we go out with because usually last, pay-per-view of the year, this is when they deliver the biggest.
I was going to say, Deadline really has never not delivered. This is the third year that we're doing it now. So, I'm excited.
I am as well. So, getting us started, Brother Pyro, take us through.
Alright, we have the NXT Tag Team Championships on the line. Nathan Frazer and Axiom defend against No Quarter Catch Crews, Miles Bourne and Tavion
Heights.
I was going to say, I always feel like I fumble in
saying
his name. This was an opportunity No Quarter Catch Crew got out by winning a number one contenders battle royal.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? A couple weeks ago on NXT. Congratulations to them. I'm
kind of shocked that they were the ones to win this, honestly.
Honestly, I saw a couple highlights on socials.
Mm-hmm.
I know you had, Hank and Tank in there.
Mm-hmm. They would have been great to give them a chance at this.
Right, you guys really,
You're building them up in some type of way.
You're finally giving them some TV time.
Yeah.
And you're finally, and I think that's what it is I think they're still trying to get the crowd familiar with them.
Continue.
And I think that's why, once they feel like they have enough crowd momentum behind them,
then it'll be a full
then I think you can justify giving them a title match.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you who else was, like I said, I saw some highlights, but I think I saw Hank and Tank, I want to say Gallows and Anderson, no, probably, maybe, stacked field, let's be real.
Yeah.
Going into the predictions, you and I stand as the only ones going Nathan Frazer and Axiom.
Faxium, however you want to say it. Whereas everybody else, obviously no Quarter Catch Crew. Your reasoning for going with Fraxium?
Because although the tension is there, they've shown that because the tension's been building for months now. Axiom feels Frazier's not focused on the team, that he's focused on only individual glory, but they've shown that even with all that tension there, they can still work well together, they can still get the job done. Do I eventually see the tension becoming too much? Yes. Do I see it happening tonight? Not at all.
Do we have any reasonings from anybody on why they went no quarter?
Desario just thinks it's going to be no quarter and Frazier's going to turn on Axiom.
Okay. Alright, going into our next match, we have Underground match, Lola Vice taking on Jada Parker. Now, if you've been paying attention to NXT, this has been stemming between these women for a while. This was way back before they made the jump. That there's been some tension, some issues. Each one is costing the other in multiple different ways. So they finally agreed to an Underground match. Majority of us, with one being the odd man out, and it's surprisingly not you or Desario with this one. Shocker. All of us, aside from Cauldron, are choosing Lola Vice. He is going Jada Parker. And unfortunately, we don't know his reasons. We don't get reasonings from Cauldron. He's still a baby when it comes to this, so... But I think you and Desario all kind of have the same mindset of if she beat Shayna at an Underground match, she should be. This is her match now.
Word for word, this is how Desario put it. If Lola didn't win, then having her beat Shayna in this environment last time was pointless.
Exactly.
And we're all on the same page. You really just showed that with Shayna being a premier MMA athlete. Mm-hmm. Top tier MMA athlete, for them to have Lola go over and prove,
quote unquote,
that she's the she was the better MMA star turned WWE superstar.
Mm-hmm.
having her go over on Shayna would be pointless, especially when, to my knowledge, Jada doesn't have an MMA background.
No.
So, like, she's actually at a severe disadvantage
going
into this. And anybody that pays attention to the world of combat sports, specifically MMA and or boxing, lack of experience usually tends to be your downfall and the reason you get whooped.
Okay. Yeah, no, I totally
like,
agree
experience is everything in an octagon, in a ring. Wrestling, we all are true fans of the sport. We know it's a predetermined, so experience not entirely a factor.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're really trying to give it this more realistic feel, and this MMA feel, then
I'll say the only way that Jada wins this is if she really goes scrappy.
And even then, I don't think that'll be enough.
No,
I love Jada, but I don't think that's gonna be enough.
Yeah, no.
Also, don't be yelling at referees anymore.
Oh yeah, her Booker T moment.
I know you heard. I know you hear.
I mean, that was all over social media. A lot of people, everybody on my, like, I saw like 15 different videos on my For You page where it was like, Jada Parker has her Booker T moment. Jada Parker,
dude.
And it was back to back.
Dude, I gotta show you, after we get off the pod, I gotta show you this guy's reaction. Like, dude does a whole reaction. Because all I saw after that on the pod's page for TikTok, and then on my personal TikTok.
Yeah.
Was that those moments I was like, oh my gosh, she really had her Booker T moment. And then when I asked you if you knew what that was referring to, you were like, no. And I was like, all right, cool. And quick tippity-typity on the YouTubes.
Yep, found it. And then all I see on my For You page is that. One right after the other. It was hilarious.
That was great because she was in her chest about it.
All right, take us into our next.
All right, Women's Iron Survivor Challenge. Ruca, Zaria, Stephanie Vaquer, Gulia, and Wren Sinclair. All vying at an opportunity to challenge Roxanne Perez for her NXT Women's title. Now, go ahead and break us down how this match works.
So, there are 6 rules to this match. Number 1, the match lasts for 25 minutes and involves 5 competitors. 2 wrestlers start the match with a new participant entering every 5 minutes until all 5 are in the ring. Competitors can score points through pinfalls, submissions, or disqualifications at any time during the match. When a wrestler scores a fall, they earn a point. If a wrestler loses a fall, they must spend 90 seconds in the penalty box before re-entering the match. The superstar with the most points, when the 25-minute time limit expires, is declared the Iron Survivor.
I actually really like this take.
Mm-hmm.
And I know,
our
first year, we were kind of confused on how it worked. Mm-hmm. We questioned it. But it's giving me 2 elements to 2 different match styles. That was the championship scramble back in, like, the late 2000s, early 2010s.
Yeah.
Bring that back, by the way. Please bring that back. Dude,
I know, you've told me about it.
And then you also have the aspects of an Iron Man match.
Yes.
Most points at the end gets you the win.
Mm-hmm.
I like the additional penalty of now you have a minute and a half. Because you spending that minute and a half in that box when you only have so long, especially...
Depending upon what straw you draw.
Right, like, because if you're the last one in...
You kind of
you have 5 minutes to pick up as many victories as you can.
Yep.
Or you are screwed.
Mm-hmm.
However, like, if you sit up top and you start racking up wins at the number 1, number 2 position early, you might have a little bit more wiggle room.
Yeah.
But we've also seen in years past, I think last year, how on a dime that can switch.
Yeah.
Because going in men's.
Yep, last
men's
year.
Specifically, Breaker came in, scored 3 falls immediately.
But Breaker wasn't the winner last year.
He wasn't. But that shows you, like,
how quickly
you can have that comfortable lead and then how quickly it can vanish.
Do you remember who won last year? I just want to see. Do you remember who won last year? You're on the spot. For men's or women's, I'll give you. Because only one of them had a jump start in their career after that. The other one fell flat.
As I said, I know Waller won. The first one.
Yes. Waller won the first one. Do you remember who won the first one for women's?
Roxanne.
Yep, Roxanne. And she went on to be champion.
Yep.
Okay. Who won the next year? Who won last year?
I'm
really excited. I'm really picking your brain here.
Yes. Oh my God.
You don't remember for either. Well, you kind of on the clock here, man.
I know, but like, I don't even. All right, who was? I know Breaker was in it last year. Josh Briggs was in it last year.
If I say the names, you're gonna know who it is.
Like, give me the participants.
If I give you the participants, you're gonna know. You're gonna know instantly who it is. So let's look up. Why don't you take us?
So
into
while
this?
she's looking this up, I'm gonna give you our predictions and how we got to where we got. So going in, we had Ruca beat Cora Jade, Zaria beat Wren Sinclair, Stephanie Vaquer beat Jada Parker, and Gulia beat Kaylani Jordan. Thank God Kaylani ain't in this match.
Oh, Lord.
And then we had a last chance fatal 4-way consisting of the 4 initial losers.
Mm-hmm.
In which Wren Sinclair was able to pick up the victory, secure that 5th spot. Going into the predictions, I have remained undecided because this field is just so stacked that it is really hard to zoom in and narrow in on who do I think it could be the one winner. Hell, I could actually see, maybe us needing a little bit of overtime. Maybe. Given how talented these 5 women are. But going into it, you have Ruca.
Mm-hmm.
Desario and Hex have Gulia. Cauldron picked Stephanie. I can see a viable reasoning for all of them. I didn't get a reasoning from Desario for Gulia.
Mm-hmm.
But why so?
For me, she is, she's, when you look at the group that we have here, she's been in NXT the longest. They haven't really given her much of anything. I think it's time we kind of put that, like you like to say, strap the rocket and go.
But what has she done to show that she could have... To show that they can trust strapping that rocket to her?
What has the rest of the women done?
The rest of these women are
They're
already...
brand new in...
established names.
Okay, I'm only talking NXT-wise. I don't... If you look at anybody in NXT, they're not looking at anything outside of WWE.
No, because they're focused on their craft.
So look at it from my eyes. Who has been there the longest? Who deserves to have the rocket strapped? I'm looking at the entire picture, and I get it that there's 3 women that are viable.
So I'm gonna counteract your longevity, and you have seen it in NXT. Doesn't always mean.
Doesn't always, no.
And unfortunately, in Soul's case, one of the biggest reasons you cannot trust strap putting that rocket to her back
was the one
she
injury.
stay injured.
The one injury.
She's had a couple.
No, she's actually only had one. It's the knee.
2. If you're looking at it as a booker, be the booker for a second. Put the pencil. Who's the bigger draw? Who's going to be your biggest draw? I'm sorry, but it's not Soul. I love Soul. I love my Soul, Ruca.
What was your reasoning for not picking anybody, though? What was the exact words?
All of them are talented.
See it viable
I can see them.
Oh.
I can see them putting any one of these women over. But if you're being smart, this is the reason. If you're being smart as a booker, it's not Wren, and it's not Soul.
See, but now you're counteracting yourself. I can see it viable for any of these women.
Okay, put it this way.
These 2.
All right, put it this way. Wren is the only one I feel just doesn't actually have a place in this match. And I said that before we went on air.
Yeah.
I can see Sol and Roxanne having a great match.
I didn't say she wins.
But that's the part that you also gotta think. When I'm doing this, and this is why, again, when you are strapping that rocket to somebody, you also got to think of them as having that rocket strapped to you also usually includes a championship run.
Okay, but Julia got a chance to go for it, and she lost.
She did.
Stephanie,
she also didn't lose.
Out of anybody here, Stephanie is the only one that has ever pinned the champion clean. But it was also in a tag team match. It was. And I was
about to say, you got to remember, tag team match, like, that doesn't always...
Yep.
Can she make a valid argument for wanting to throw her name in the ring because of that moment? Yes. Mm-hmm. But again, now it's... You are up against 4 other women, whether you are Stephanie, Julia, whatever. There are 4 other women fighting for the same opportunity as you. Mm-hmm. You gotta be better than them for 25 whole minutes. This is really going to be a matter of who can keep up the best.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, when we go back and we look at the, and I'm gonna go off of the last words you just said. Who can keep up the best? If we go back and we look at the tag team match, Stephanie, Julia, Roxanne, Cora. Stephanie and Julia were tired, and so that match did. We're talking to people in this match.
You're right.
Okay. That match that they had was barely 20 minutes. How are they gonna? If they're the first 2 in, how are they gonna go 25 with the other women? When they could barely 20 minutes, barely 15 minutes with 2 women in a tag team match. Whereas, and this helps with my argument as well for Sol Ruca. We have seen Sol go the distance because if I'm remembering correctly, she was in the first one.
Was she in the first one, or was she in it last year?
She was not in it last year.
Okay, so then
no, because that was during the injury because she was taken out right beforehand.
Oh, yep, okay.
No, she was in the first one. She did beautifully during the first one. Granted, she wasn't the one that picked up the win, but she made it through without even looking tired. So,
like I said, I'm excited to see this match.
I am too.
I'm still gonna go undecided because again,
trying
to decide amongst this talent is like asking a mom to pick her favorite child. You're not supposed to.
Okay, so I was looking up what you had asked me to. In last year's, we had Tyler Bate, Braun Breaker, Josh Briggs, Dijak, Trick.
It was Trick.
It was Trick.
Okay.
Because Breaker came in, got the 3. Trick won at 4.
I forgot Bate was in that match.
Okay. Last year, women's, Fallon Henley, Kaylani Jordan, Lash Legend, Tiffany Stratton, Blair Davenport.
It was Tiffany.
It was not.
No?
It was Blair. It was Blair.
What an odd choice. But alright, moving on from Women's Iron Survivor, bring us into the next match.
Next match, NXT Championship, Trick Williams takes on Ridge Holland. Now, if you haven't been paying attention to NXT, this came about after, what was our previous one, Halloween Havoc? Our previous bout at Halloween Havoc, Ridge Holland, during one of the weeks of NXT, had a match with Andre Chase for a number 1 contendership for the championship. He had said, if I win this, Chase U debands.
Now I remember this.
Yes. Chase U debands.
Disbands.
And I have ruined Chase U. It's done. So, going into our predictions, you, Desario, Cauldron are all Trick. Hex is Ridge. I am no contest.
But why?
I can see Andre Chase getting involved.
Yeah.
I do. I see them trying to give him that edge because if you watched NXT, when you see him packing up and, feeling the emotions of, I let these guys down, the minute he closes his door, you hear off camera, "Hey, Mr. Chase." And that ends NXT.
If you've been paying attention to socials...
Mm-hmm. That's more you.
The social media... I follow Andre Chase. I follow Duke Hudson. I follow...
Thea Hale, of course.
Thea Hale has been taking it the hardest, might I add.
Yeah.
It is day whatever without Chase U. Day this without Chase U. And, it gets... Thea, I love you, baby girl. I love you, baby girl. It'll be okay, I'll promise.
See, I think Andre gets involved, and then they continue this storyline.
I was going to say, I see it getting involved, but I don't see that being the reason it ends in a no contest. Ridge is going to, do something dirty, take off the turnbuckle pad or whatever. Ref's going to go to put it back on. Chase gets involved. That's what costs Ridge. That's how Trick picks up the victory.
I mean, I could see it that way, too. I could see him just blatantly, getting involved.
But also,
being this is my...
Just like Zaria said, not completely sold on Ridge right now.
Yeah.
Not it. He's gotten better.
He has.
He's actually become a more feasible character.
He's got
more fleshed out character.
He's got a good storyline going with Chase U, with Andre Chase.
But I'm not sold on them making him a champion.
No.
Not yet.
No.
Now, if you're giving me this for the North American title, I might be able to argue a different case.
Yeah.
But him as NXT champion just isn't in the cards right now.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either.
All right, so NXT Men's Iron Survivor Challenge again, 25 minutes, most points at the end, wins you number one contender, and your shot at either Ridge or Trick, depending on how tonight goes.
At New Year's Evil, it was announced.
Okay, I was like, I didn't know when this was coming. New
Year's Evil.
All right, dope. So let's talk about our participants. Mm-hmm. We have Javon Evans, who qualified by beating Lexis King. We have Nathan Frazer, who qualified by beating Eddie Thorpe. Ethan Page takes out Axiom to secure his spot, and Wes Lee beating Cedric Alexander for his. Winning the Last Chance Fatal 4-Way. Mm-hmm. Eddie Thorpe. However, because we are also in real time with the NXT pre-show, NXT Countdown show, as announced at the top of the show by NXT GM Ava, Eddie Thorpe will not be participating in tonight's match. He has not been medically cleared due to the attack suffered at the end of NXT this past Tuesday. Now, my question here...
Who's going to go?
Who replaces him? But also, who attacked him? I know
he's been having some issues with Ava, so...
Yes, and my thing is this. If y'all paid attention 2 weeks ago, because I get another moment I saw on socials, there was a moment where they got into an argument, and then I know Ava got taken out by a door. Mm-hmm. Granted, Eddie Thorpe had nothing to do with that, if you actually watch. But I know he got in a lot of trouble with Michaels on that one. Who do you think replaces him? Who do you want to see replace him?
I don't know. I don't see, there's not a lot of other men that you see that can go. I'd love to see, we were just talking about him, somebody from Chase U. Somebody that was with Chase U. I'd like to see Duke Hudson.
Ooh.
I think if you throw Duke in this, and he goes for it, say Ridge does win tonight, and he's the one that, it's a quick title hold, and he's the one that takes it off, I say that's the way we get Chase U back.
Okay.
What about you?
I said it. I want to see it be the former ruler of NXT. I want to see Oba Femi. Because you know what? One, I feel like he can thrive in this style of match. Mm-hmm. Another way to showcase his dominance. Another way to really showcase this man being that dude. Mm-hmm. And let's be real. Oba, for a big guy, one, has proven he can go the distance because he's had some pretty lengthy matches.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that match with Tony D'Angelo.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween Havoc.
Yep.
That was about a 15-ish minute match. Maybe, like, that was no easy feat, and he looked like a badass.
I mean, that's another one that we could put in. The North American champion.
Tony D. I was, like, there is actually a list of guys I could see doing this. I also wouldn't mind somebody that had an opportunity, may have lost, but, you know, hey.
Like
new opening up, new moment opening up, new spot opening up. I wouldn't mind seeing Lexus King in there.
Yeah, but I still couldn't see Lexus King picking up the win if he does.
But I can definitely see him showing valid argument as to why he could be put in a conversation.
Yeah.
Because
I get it.
Like, that NXT roster is actually looking real good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. It always has, though.
Like, so there isn't a lot I wouldn't mind seeing. I don't think there really is a bad replacement.
No.
Going into the match. But going into our predictions, we're a little all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Hex stands alone with Wes Lee. You and Cauldron are going with the young OG, Javon Evans.
Yeah, boy.
Bouncy. Yo, I'm excited for him in this match. I'm not gonna bull.
I want to see him start this match.
Oh my god.
I think he can go the distance.
Yo, I need. If he ends up in the penalty box, I hope he ends up in there with somebody. Or somebody's making their entrance as he's coming out of the penalty box. Because I need the bounce symbol. I need the young OG to have a moment from on top of that penalty box. I need it. I freaking need it because it would be so good. Oh my god.
Alright, take us through the rest of the predictions. You're missing
rest of the predictions are as follows. Myself and Desario going all ego Ethan Page. There's no offense to anybody else in this match. I think he is just the most credible at this time to put into that number one contendership. I don't think they've done enough with Wes Lee since his turn.
Mm-hmm.
And since the split with...
Rascals.
Thank you. I was going to also say MSK, but either way works.
More or less the Rascals because he attacked both of them.
Yes. Frazer's got his own stuff going on with the tag team division.
I don't see Frazer.
So, I don't see that being a smart option.
Mm-hmm.
I need Javon and Frazer for the one time to be I need them two to be the ones that start because the spots there would be great.
Mm-hmm.
And for Javon, I don't... He's proven, he did show it over the summer at Heat Wave, that he can handle the lights, the pressure of the big lights. But again, I also feel like you start him with that North American title just because you want to use that title to show that you can be trusted to carry that kind of weight, to then push you, use it as like a workhorse, a workman's title. I start with this, and I use it to elevate my game to get to this. That's what I want to see happen with Javon. Would I be mad if he won? Absolutely not.
No.
Would I be mad? Absolutely not. However,
I just,
My thing is, now with Eddie Thorpe being out, we don't know who the replacement is.
Mm-hmm. No, we don't know until the match comes.
We won't know until the match comes.
Yeah. My pick would still be Javon.
Your pick would still be Javon. I think that could actually sway how the match works. 'Cause think about it. These 5 men have known that these are the 5 men going into it for the last couple weeks now.
The last one that was determined was last week. So, yeah.
But still, they've had time to prep for this guy and that guy. When there's that X factor of, I don't know who the opponent is, how do I properly prepare? And that could be the upper hand for whoever ends up taking Eddie Thorpe's spot. Speedy recovery to Eddie Thorpe, don't get me wrong. But looking at how this works.
Oh, yeah, no, I get it.
The surprise factor is usually in the favor of the one that's doing the surprising, not the one being surprised.
I have to say, I love your, 180 turnaround on Javon Evans.
Oh, dude, and it happened almost immediately.
Because I remember starting NXT Heatwave, we went into our pre-show, and you're like, yeah, I don't know who the hell this is.
I don't know who he is. He's got a lot to prove.
And then afterwards, you're like, I agree with you.
That match, dude, he was...
He carried a good
dude, no, he's a fantastic young talent.
He is. And that's why, again,
that's the thing is, I think with him being so young compared to the rest of the guys in this match, you have so much more time to build him to the main event picture.
Yeah. I'd just like to see it. Personally, I think he can go with it, and I
think he could probably keep up? Absolutely. But you have a lot more time with him. Remember, he's only 20 years old.
Mm-hmm. I know.
The rest of these guys are mid-20s to early 30s.
Yeah.
You have all the time in the world to continue to develop Javon.
Mm-hmm.
So, if he wins tonight, great. If he doesn't,
okay.
It's not a bad move.
No. My pick is Javon. If he wins tonight, I'm going to be the happiest person in the house.
Dude, I'm a geek.
If he loses tonight, I'm not going to be too upset. The only way I get upset is, no offense, if your pick is the one that goes over. I think, and this goes main roster too, I think at this point we need a fresher face in the title picture. I think we've seen him in the title
we are
picture.
getting that with the fresher face with Rich Holland.
Yes,
but I also, again...
But you know what I mean.
But no.
And a different challenger.
Yes. But again, until you can officially establish a new face... You have to keep going. And again, I think just the logical, this makes the most sense because he is the most established one. And he's already been in that picture. He's already held the title.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I mean by he is the most established one.
I mean, yes and no.
In NXT terms, he would actually be the most established one. He'd be the most prepped to be in that position right now.
I
think he's the one that they have groomed the best.
Because you also look at the Workman's title, their North American Championship, you can make the same argument for Wes Lee because before Obafemi, he was the longest reigning champion.
Yes, but again, I think they've kind of after the split, after the tag team focus, after the split with the Rascals and whatever, I don't think they've done enough to continue to build on that credibility, especially with turning him heel.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the part that is unfortunate. That's what disappoints me. Is he is a phenomenal talent.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't done enough to make me want to invest in this new version of him. And that's the other thing. And that's the other thing that you got to think of when strapping the rocket to anybody. Crowd investment.
Mm-hmm.
So going back to our Sol Ruca argument.
Yeah.
If you really pay attention to that crowd, they're not as invested in Sol as they probably should be. And that's no fault of her own. She's trying. She's going out there.
Yeah.
She's doing what she can. But again, your crowd
makes
you listen to your crowd and you continue to have great product.
Mm-hmm.
Not always.
Yeah.
But your crowd can make or break a superstar.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, again, why I say I don't trust putting the Rocket to assault. In this case, I can see them, I can trust it because of that crowd. I can see them having a viable case for a Javon Evans.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Because the crowd is invested in him.
Oh,
for Ethan Page, crowd is hella invested in him.
I know, but you know how I feel about
the fan investment.
Yeah.
Now, I can't say the same thing about Wes Lee. I can't say the same thing about Frazer because the crowd isn't invested in him without his tag team partner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Technically, they've never really given Frazer, since being put in this tag team, a chance to look for an individual star. He's had his moments with the Heritage Cup, but since, being in the tag team picture, they haven't given him, how they do with the New Day. or did with the New Day.
Okay, but my thing is this
is to shine.
They did test the waters with him as a single star before putting him in the tag team title picture.
But who's to say it doesn't change now? I mean,
that's valid. No,
right?
that's
right.
I can't argue with that logic.
Because it's the same thing you'd say.
Oh, exactly. So, I know you didn't get a chance to watch SmackDown last night.
No.
I did. There is now, I don't know if you've...
I've kind of seen bits and pieces on shows, so go ahead
with
it.
And almost a shake-up kind of thing going on. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Where, like...
This is...
Or a transfer portal.
Yeah, because they're getting ready for Netflix and everything.
And I genuinely love this because much like, anybody that pays attention to college sports, that transfer portal can be a big thing. It's worked a lot in like college football and college basketball. So
explain it a bit more. What is a transfer portal?
So transfer portal, I go in, I don't want to be at this school anymore. Mm-hmm. So say I was going to the University of Madison.
Okay.
I don't want to be there anymore. I want to go to I want to go play for a different college for a different team. So I transfer and I go to LSU.
Okay.
That change of scenery can actually make the biggest difference in someone's career. Because it really can. We've seen it happen in the WWE where, guys have been drafted or traded from SmackDown to Raw and vice versa, and they've excelled in their new home versus where they were
at before, yeah.
They were just stagnant. Due to this transfer thing, you got to see the tease of a possible champions being swapped brands. Mm-hmm. You got to see Mello talk to Aldis about possibly jumping to Raw. I want you to give me your 3 NXT names. 3 NXT guys, 3 NXT women.
Oh.
That you think could use the switch up.
That I think could use the switch up.
Yep. And which brand you think they should go to have the best opportunity.
Ooh, okay. So, going off of it, say Trick loses the title tonight, I'd like to see him go main roster.
Okay.
I would. I'd put him more SmackDown.
Okay.
God, I can't think about like anybody that's on the roster now. I had a name in my head, and now you put me on the spot, and I can't think of it.
You do it to me.
I'd like to see eventually Roxanne getting up to the main roster, if because I know we get the trade after. I'd like to see her go to Raw. I'd like to see, and you may not agree with me on this one, I'd like to see Jada Parker go up. I think she's done a great job in NXT. But I think she's stagnant, and I think she needs to be on a higher brand.
Okay, so you gave me Roxanne.
Jada.
You gave me Jada. You gave me Trick for Matt.
Yes. Because I'm really trying to think about names. And obviously I'm looking more at like what we have in front of us because other names
Pull it up on your phone.
Other names are blanking. I guess, because I'd like to see Cora Jade hold a championship down in NXT, so we're going to keep her there. Jeez, I really hate when you put me on the spot because it does not work for my brain. Is it wrong that I'd like to see Lexis King?
No.
But I'd like him...
You'd like to see... You want to see him a little more established first.
I'd like to see him a little more established.
Alright, I'll give you Lexis King.
Okay. Female-wise...
You need one more female and one more male.
Yeah.
And then I'll give you mine.
Because you already have yours in your head.
Oh, dude, I have been thinking about it since last night.
I don't want to say any of the, like, new and established stars that just came in. No,
keep them in NXT so they can learn the WWE system.
God. As annoying as she is, Ariana Grace. As annoying as she is, I'd like to see her kind of work with something with Tiffany once Tiffany breaks away from Nia.
If I'm going to pair Ariana with anybody, it's going to be with Chelsea.
Or that one, too. That was another name I was thinking of. Pair her with Chelsea, kind of make a group there. But I could see her learning a lot from Chelsea.
Okay, so you got one more...
One more man. I'd give it to Wes Lee.
Okay.
I think he's like a Becky case. Where You don't necessarily need to hold the gold while you're there the first time, and you can always come back to hold.
Honestly, I think honestly he would. I think he's one of those. He's kind of. I think, and that's why I think we got the heel switch. He's stagnant. He's plateaued.
I think you bring him up and you
put again that change of scenery can benefit the career.
Mm-hmm.
I think him on like a SmackDown will work.
SmackDown, yeah. All right, you're 3.
All right,
you're 3.
Oba.
That was a no-brainer.
Trick.
Yep.
And my last one is going to be kind of a cop-out because it's going to be a group. The family.
Where are you putting them?
Oba goes to Raw.
Okay.
Trick to SmackDown. And the family to Raw.
Okay. Women's?
For female, Roxanne.
To Raw, I'm assuming? Yeah. Okay, give me the rest of the female and then we'll talk.
So Roxanne.
Roxanne.
For sure. Give me...
Did you lose your women?
Give me Soul.
Okay.
Give me Soul and her to SmackDown. I think the competition for SmackDown with her would be significantly better, and we've seen it happen with women that didn't accomplish much in NXT tend to
thrive, yeah. Once they go up.
Prime example, Carmella.
Yep.
She didn't really do much in NXT other than, microphone, whatever. Like, she wasn't really relevant, but when she got to that main roster, when she got to that SmackDown roster, you remembered who the Carmella was.
Oh, yeah. And now I miss her. And now I miss her.
I and another person, and I can say this about Alexa Bliss.
Yep.
Didn't do shit in NXT.
Yep. Got to the main
Top
roster.
name on the main roster.
Got to the main roster and was the first woman to ever hold the Raw and then the SmackDown.
So, I think Soul could really just use that change of environment.
Yep. And your last one. I can see a name in your eyes, but I really hope it's not the name I'm thinking.
Who?
She's on the list. And it starts with a K. Please tell me it's not
that one. Oh God, no.
Okay.
No.
Good. We're still in the same brain cell wave.
All right, and actually, again, this one's going to be a little bit of a cop out because this is
a group.
Mm-hmm.
Let me guess, Fatal Influence. Yep.
And specifically, it's not even really
the group is
the group.
JC?
I want to see JC.
Yeah.
I want to see JC because I think she can do really freaking well up there.
Where do you put her? Raw or SmackDown?
Raw.
Roxanne, where do you put her? Raw or SmackDown? Because I say Raw.
I can see her working either or.
Okay.
But there are also a few names I would like to see go back down.
Yeah.
Send back Giovanni. If you can remember that he's there.
Yep.
There was no point in calling up Kiana. She can go.
Yep. No point in calling up Blair. She can go.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Or Blair can just go.
No. Back down to NXT. If you're going to put her anywhere, back down to NXT.
Okay.
Apollo. Back down to NXT.
Yeah, he's got nothing to do now because he's not with Corbin. Because Corbin got released. Okay. Anything else?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But I think that's where...
That's actually where we cut it because that is everything. So, we will be back tomorrow for
post-show.
For our post-show. We hope you guys enjoy the show just as much as we will. And we will see you guys in the next video. Laters.